Okay, today we're out here on some acreage properties. Of course, we're in front of this house right now, which is the first house. But the second house is a big reason we're here, and the reason is because it is extremely affordable. It has dual RV garages. It's an insane house that you guys gotta check out. And I know for a lot of you, acreage property out here, if you're moving to Boise, is something that you guys are looking for. But to have dual RV garages, to have plus 3,000 square feet for the price that this second home is absolutely insane. But this first house that we're gonna take a look at is something that is a super cool home. It obviously has the RV garage behind me. It has this cool little extra bay that you could throw your dirt bikes in. You could throw an extra car in there if you want. It has more of a modern style versus the second one, which is more of your traditional look. It has some really cool features. The master bathroom is one of my favorite master bathrooms that I have seen. It has little touches, and if you are looking for a secondary mother-in-law style suite, this first home we take a look at is something you don't want to miss. And if you've seen this in my hand and you're wondering what the heck it is, so now this is our little rubber ducky here, American cowboy. And what I'm going to do moving forward is, if you can find him in the video, there's only going to be one section in the video that he's in. I will send you guys a $20 Starbucks gift card, but you got to find him and then comment down below the time code in the video that he's at. So find our cowboy American rubber ducky. But let's get into this video. First of all, this first home right here, you got the 2-car garage in the front with the RV bay over here separated. You got the little section in the middle. And also note, it's raining out here right now. We're almost to Christmas. We got a week till Christmas when I'm filming this video. We got snow on the ground and it's raining, it's cold, but I'm out here getting you guys videos, showing you houses. So this first house right here off the front, walking in, as you can see, you get the modern feel. You got more of that square black frame windows in the front. You have a huge garage too, and this home is on 1.3 acres. So for the first house, we're on quite a bit of acreage, but you'll see something cool that they did in the backyard that I love to give you a unique feel, so you don't have as much landscaping. And even this house, you'll see the price here in a second. It's more expensive than the second house we're gonna look at with those dual RV garages, but it's still a decent price for what you get in a home like this. And coming in the front to get out of this cold, this is the entryway you get. You get the big, tall entryway, 12, 15 feet looking entryway with the glass door, which is nice. And we'll get here, step inside this first house. I'll give you guys an idea of the area, what it's like to relocate to this area, and everything that you need to know about acreage properties and communities like the one we're in. And then of course, remember to look for the little cowboy rubber ducky as we go through this video. Let's go take a look at this first house. Okay, now we're in home number 1. We're in the entrance. First of all, you have some beautiful chandeliers right here in the front entryway to walk in once you walk in the house, and it gets off your first bedroom. So right here off the front, which we typically see a lot, people turn this into an office space. So you can have your office here. You can see these 2 windows in this more modern style house. So this home is gonna be on the more modern style, which is where you kind of see this odd placement of the windows to give it that modern feel. And then one thing too that this home comes with is it actually comes with these blind options and all of the windows that you'll see, which is just something that's a little nice. You don't have to worry about blinds in a home like this. But decent sized room here off the front, definitely more for an office space. You got the closet there, throw your desk here, have the windows out in the front. But then right off of the front is, you head out your office and you open up into this nice open floor plan. And as you guys can see, it's a modern style home. But like I said, there's some really cool features in this house, and we're out here in Star, Middleton, so it's a little bit closer to Star, but it's technically Middleton. So we're in between Star and Middleton, Idaho, which for those of you that don't know, that's about 45 minutes to an hour from downtown Boise. So we're a little bit outside of the Treasure Valley. We're not too far from Star, which is about 10 minutes from here. Star has Ridley's and we have Albertsons now, and Star is absolutely blowing up, especially for those of you who are moving to the Boise area. And as we go through this house, I'll give you more and more information on this area, but the goal is to show you guys these 2 homes that are in an acreage community. So you get a community, you get that neighborhood feel, there's kids around here, You get families, you can have that neighborhood feel, but still having space and that quiet kind of solitude with these acreage properties. So it's a big reason I wanted to take you guys out here, is to show you what stuff like this looks like, give you the price points, and especially the second house that we look at. So shoot me a text, shoot me a call. If you guys have any questions, moving to Boise, everything that you need to know, have me as a resource, and just know that I work with all of my clients. So I answer my texts, I answer my calls, I show you homes, I show you the area. I work with my people because you guys are what matters to me. I got into real estate to help people, and especially those of you looking to get here to have a better life. So know that I take pride in working with my people. And if you could subscribe to the channel or reach out. I'm also doing this to support my family, to have my wife be at home with the kiddos and all those things. So that helps me out as well, subscribing and following along as well. But let's get into these acreage properties, show you these two beautiful homes, especially this first one, especially for that mother-in-law suite style area. And I'll flip the camera around again. But you got this modern style look. So you get the kind of shelving fireplace look all the way across. You have the big TV in here, but you have the more modern style fireplace. And a lot of what you're gonna see is whites and blacks with some wood accents. You can see it in the kitchen as well. You have the white cabinetry that's super sleek that we'll take a more detailed look at here in a second. And then of course, right here off the living area and the dining area, you have these big dual sliding glass doors. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is you can see the backyard from here, and hopefully I can get some good drone shots here for you, even with this weather. But this backyard they landscaped it to where it's basically a quarter of an acre, half of an acre lot. So you could technically mow this with a push lawnmower. So you don't have to deal with mowing the entire 1.3 acres. And as you can see back there is where the land goes to. But they landscaped a smaller portion so you don't have as much landscaping, because one of the big things with acreage properties that people don't always realize if you're moving to Boise and you think, oh, I want an acre, but you've never lived on an acre or more, is it comes with a lot of upkeep. There's things about acreage properties that people may not know or understand. And so this first house, having that as an option to not have all of the upkeep, but you still get the space, is a super cool thing, and why I love this house in particular. And then a few of the other things with acreage properties is you have things like septic, you have well water. Those are things that you have to deal with and have managed, and that you need to know about when purchasing homes on an acre. And so just have that in the back of your mind if you're moving to Boise and you're thinking of, buying a home on land. But we'll continue to go through this house. So as you saw, that steps out to the backyard. You have the living area, and then this heads into this side of the house, which you have the mother-in-law suite, which I'm excited to show you. It's super cool over here to the right. You have a bathroom here, and you have another spare bedroom there. So right here off the front, you have kind of spare bedroom number 1 or 2 if you don't have that office in the front. You continue to have this more modern style windows with those blinds we took a look at. You have a closet here, and I'll open it up for you guys so you can see kind of what the storage situation is like out here. But you get the built-ins, big, tall, 8-foot doorways with the 10-foot ceilings. You got plenty of room in this closet. It's not gonna be the biggest closet you've ever seen, but you still got the room. You have the accent wall in here too, which is nice to continue kind of that modern style look. And then these doors, some of you guys may not have ever seen these. I know I hadn't for a little while, but this more modern paneled door is what you're gonna see in a lot of these modern style homes. And then right off of the front, a spare bedroom is its own bathroom. So you have a bathroom designated for this bedroom. It's got the dual vanities with the nice, lights in here. And then you get a full-size bath with the tiling all the way up to the top of the ceilings. But your pretty standard bathroom. It's not gonna be anything crazy. And then right here is this kind of mother-in-law style suite, starting off with a really big room. So this is the same size as pretty much every master, and this whole mother-in-law suite section could literally be a master bedroom. This is the same size and bathroom that you're gonna see in a lot of master bedrooms in other houses, but this isn't the master bedroom. You got the barn door, modern barn door there. You got this oversized room, which is great for those of you who, you want people to come visit for months at a time, especially if you're moving to Boise, you want family from California or Washington to come visit. You guys have family that comes into town, especially for the holidays, they can stay for a month and they have this whole section to themselves. It's great for mother-in-law suites, so if you have adult children who you want to help out for a little while they save up for a house, they have a whole section of the house to live in. If you have your parents, they're getting older, they have a whole section. And this is a big reason why this house right here in this section is cool, is because you can see this bathroom. It has dual vanities. It has an amazing walk-in shower with the tiling, the beautiful tile floor, and you get a walk-in closet in here that, as I told you, this is basically what a master bedroom looks like in other homes. But in this one, it's just a mother-in-law suite. And you'll see why this home and this master bathroom, the actual master bathroom, is just 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of this one. And why even the guest bedroom, guest living area over here looks like most master bedrooms. But the true master in here just sets itself apart. But we'll head over there and I'll continue to talk about the area once we get into this kitchen here. But we're back over into the living area, into this modern style kitchen. And this kitchen, you'll see here in a second why it's great for those of you who love to cook. First of all, this is the biggest fridge I think I've seen in a house. This thing is absolutely huge. You feel like you would see this in a restaurant. It's about 7 feet wide. It's a giant fridge. And then to kind of continue that, you have a commercial grade stove and oven. So you have a really awesome place to cook, and there's a huge vent hood under here that's kind of hidden, but I turned it on earlier. I won't blow out your guys' ears, but it works really well. And so to continue kind of that cooking style, you have the huge fridge, the industrial cooking area, and you have this giant pantry with a secondary area for a fridge / butler's pantry. So you have more storage in here. You can throw your toaster in here. You can use this as a prep kitchen. You have extra spot for more fridge space. And then when you go around the corner here, you can just see how big this pantry is. So you have a ton of storage space for all of your kitchen, all of your food, all of your stuff. And this is where I say this is definitely a kitchen for somebody who likes to cook, who likes to entertain, because not only do you have the amazing landscape backyard, but you have an amazing kitchen to cook in. And then, as I told you, these more modern cabinetry, this house is definitely modern. It's got these sleek kind of handles that are hidden with the nice white, shiny, kind of glossy look throughout. But then they accented it with the natural wood here in the island space, so you don't have all white throughout, but you have, of course, the bigger island space right into the living area. As you can see, you can fit 5 different stools here in the kitchen, and it's right off of your master bedroom, which is right there. So just a real open floor plan. And before we head into this master bedroom, and then of course stay for the end where we go into that second house with the dual RV garages. And I mean, the size of this RV garage is absolutely insane. You guys are gonna see just how crazy that garage is. And then also keep an eye out for Mr. American Cowboy Duck. But this area, so we're out here in Star, Middleton area. We're a little bit up here on the foothills. You have this community here, which has a ton of really beautiful homes. These are almost all custom homes, including these 2 that we're gonna take a look at. But you get that neighborhood feel just driving around. You could tell there's a lot of kids in this neighborhood. You have the stuff in Star that I talked about, but then if you want to get to Boise, 45 an hour. If you want to be closer to the hospitals are still going to be, you have some in Nampa and you have some in Meridian. So those are about 35, 40 minutes, depending on which one you go to. And then you're right in the Boise River. So one of the cool things about Star and Middleton is you have the Boise River. And from this community in particular, it's right into Star, so it's about 10, 15 minutes, but you also get the Boise River in Middleton too, and Middleton is 10, 15 minutes, and Middleton also has its own Ridley's, its own restaurants. But the Boise River, you have all of the parks in Star, so you have the new Freedom Park, which has its ponds for kayaking, going fishing. You have a ton of fishing ponds around here. My grandparents actually used to live literally right down the street from this before Star blew up. Back when they lived there, it was just a stop sign in Star, and now there's so many people here, but I loved it out here because me and my grandpa, we would go hunting out here. There was pheasants in a lot of these fields, and you could ask the owners to go hunt pheasants or quail or duck. There's Duff Pond out here, so me and my grandpa would take me fishing. And so this area has a special place in my heart, but it's also cool for those of you who love to be outdoors. You have hundreds, or not hundreds of thousands, you have thousands of acres of BLM land literally right in the backside of this community. So you're just 5 minutes to BLM land to go ride your dirt bikes, shoot guns, hunt, and all of that. And then that's not just that, but you have the Boise River as well. And so just a really cool area, and the price points that these homes are at. You'll see later why the second home is so affordable for what you get. And if you live in other parts of Boise, if you live in Eagle, if you move to the Boise area, if you move to Meridian, if you move to even Kuna in some parts, if you're closer to Meridian and you want an acre, you're not gonna find homes for this price, for the square footage, and for how nice they are. So just a little bit more there on the area. I love this area out here. It has a special place in my heart. But now we'll head into this master and this master bathroom, which is absolutely crazy. Heading into the master right here, you have this underlit shelving, which actually has dimmable lights. So you can dim it and brighten it, which I thought was a cool little touch. And then heading into the master, it's definitely a good sized master, but it's not so big that it takes up, you know, other living areas. So more usable, pretty standard master bedroom, king size bed for reference here. But then this part is the part that I definitely wanted to show you guys. It's absolutely crazy. So right here off the right, you have the mirrors all the way up to the ceiling. You have the chandelier lighting, but then you also have the backlighting on the mirrors to give you that nice natural look. So if you're doing makeup, you can see all the blemishes, you can get it done, but it has a really good light source in here behind all three of these mirrors. But then my favorite part of this bathroom is right here. So you get this cool glass encased walk-in shower with same color but different tile flooring. You get the dual shower heads, but it's just a beautiful shower. It keeps it really open, and these are separated enough that you actually can fit 2 people in here and it's not too close together. You got the built-in shelves and you get the standalone tub, and it's a bigger standalone tub than I'm used to seeing, or sometimes you get a little bit smaller standalone tub. This one can actually fit, you know, a good sized person. I know for me, I'm 6'6", I'm a bigger guy, and I don't fit in a lot of tubs, and so it's nice that that one is definitely a bigger size. And then heading from where we're at in the master bathroom, so you obviously have the beautiful walk-in shower that I wanted to show you guys. You have the beautiful lighting. You have the toilet right here in its own bedroom. You have some extra storage here to have all your linens, your pillows, your towels, and then it heads right into this bigger master closet with what is a built-in mirror, so you don't have to hang anything. That's nice. You can sit down, put shoes on, put your clothes on. You got plenty of storage in here. It's just a really good sized master closet. And then this connects directly to the laundry room with the sink, especially having that sink right off of the garage, which is right here. So you come in off the garage, you have a place to wash off, because especially right now, as you guys saw in the intro, it is a couple weeks before Christmas, or a week before Christmas when I'm filming this, and you saw how slushy and gross it is. We got a bunch of snow last night and now it's raining all day. So having that laundry room right off of the garage to take your shoes off and have a place to kind of clean up is nice. And then from the laundry room, we're at the kitchen, and then it heads into, you have a half bath right here. That way when people come over, hang out, they have a bathroom to use. And this is kind of a cool modern style, you know, almost looks like a restaurant bathroom. And then this of course heads into the garage, which has epoxy flooring to give it that extra touch. It has the nice lighting in here to give you a ton of lights. This truck does not come with the home. This is actually a resale, but it's basically brand new. This home was built in 2023, so it's only a year old, but somebody did live in here for a little while. And this is your 2-car garage section. So epoxy floors, it's a little bit of an oversized 2-car garage. And then where your 2-car garage goes is that RV bay is right here. Off of this section, you have the little area to put, you know, dirt bikes. You can put another car in here, but you don't have to pay for another garage right here, but you still kind of get a garage space. And then this is the door to your RV garage that you guys saw at the beginning and you're seeing right now. But overall, just a really cool first home, especially if you guys are people that love that more modern style. It's got tons of those cool features, the mother-in-law suite, but the second home that we're gonna go take a look at is a big reason why we're here. It's much more affordable than this home right here, which is listed at just under 1.4 million. But this next house is more affordable than that. You still get the land. It's not a modern look, but it's over 3,000 square feet. We're out here in an amazing part of Boise. So we'll go from this house, we'll go take a look at the second house right here, but keep an eye out for the ducky because this is the first video we're doing that. So I wanna make sure you guys know to keep looking for that. But let's go take a look at this second house. I'm super excited to show you. It has some awesome features and a giant garage. Let's go take a look. Home number 2, here's why we're here, is these dual RV garages, which for a lot of people, that's a huge deal. And at the price point that this home is at, I love to see that. It's a really good value, and you'll see that here in a second. But as you can see, a more traditional look. You do have the nice landscaping out here in front. You're also in a cul-de-sac, which is nice. So you have cul-de-sac and almost an acre at 0.85 acres on this house. But that more traditional style look, not gonna be quite as modern, more of what I think a lot of people I see are looking for. But right here is where you come off the front. Nothing else really to note on this house as far as the front of the house goes. There's some really cool things inside. It's a beautiful home on top of having the garage space. So even if the garage space isn't something that is that exciting for you guys, there's some really cool things in this house at over 3,000 square feet for the price that this is on 0.85 acres. And then the backyard, there's a cool view. Some of you guys might not like it. I think it's super cool. So excited to show you, but let's step into this house and take a look. Let's go. Okay, now we're at the entrance of home number 2. Right off the bat, you can just see the traditional look, but you do get 12-foot entryway, so a little bit bigger entryway, and then it heads right into the main living area. So you have the living room, you have your kitchen, your master bedrooms over there, and we'll take a look at that in a second. But right here off the front right of the house is where you start getting into your spare bedroom. So you have spare bedroom number 1, which is nothing crazy, but obviously good sized spare bedroom. But then one thing cool about this one is it gets its own full bath. So you have a single vanity in here with a closet right there, and then you have a walk-in shower, toilet, full bath to give you some more of that kind of mother-in-law. Not quite as nice as the last house we looked at, but you still do get this full living area off to its own side of the house with the full bath right there. And your second bedroom is going to be right here in the middle, but you also get a bathroom for this bedroom as well. And then you'll see down here at the end is one of my favorite features of this house that you guys will like. So you can have the bathroom right here, full bath again. You have some extra cabinet space right here for your linens. You do get a tub in this one. So there's a tub, tiling almost up to the ceiling. And then right off of this bath is where you head into your second spare bedroom. This one, good sized spare bedroom. You have the closet right here with a ton of built-in storage. You have the dual hangers, and then you get the 8-9 foot doorways to give it that extra luxury fit. And then one thing they did in this room that I love is right here, these extra windows. They didn't have to do this, but you can see they extended this room off the house to give you that extra window to let in some of that more natural lighting. And I love that they did that. I'm a big fan of natural lighting, especially with what you guys see, the weather we're getting right now. So we just got off 2 weeks of an inversion. It was a really bad inversion here in Boise. The clouds were so low, it was basically just fog. And we had that for almost 2 weeks. And then yesterday, we got 1 day of sunlight. And now again, we're back to snow last night and then rain all day. And that's what you get here in Boise. It's been a colder start to the winter. So again, we're right about a week into Christmas and we're getting snow. It's been cold. It's warming up. As you saw, it was raining today, but those inversions is where some of these windows, I love having natural light in the houses because it helps with the winter time when you get these inversions and it's not as sunny during these months. And again, this is a worse year, but usually it's not this bad. Anyway, a little note there on the Boise area. And then this part right here, off of those 2 spare bedrooms behind me, we have this big, giant kind of spare bedroom, but it's really a bonus room. So you can turn this into a movie theater room. You can turn it into your homeschooling section, especially as you'll see later as we head into some other parts of the house. If you work from home, if you have kiddos that you want to homeschool, this is a house that you really don't need to leave, especially with the garage. And I'll talk about one of the things that I would personally love to do in the garage here. But it gives you a place where you don't need to leave. You have almost an acre, you're out here a ways, so if you don't like driving into town, you have a home where you can turn this into a really cool spot. You can work from home, you can turn the garage into stuff, you have plenty of land to hang out. You have the BLM land, the Boise River, so it's a place that it gives you a little bit extra, but this room is obviously a really good sized room. Turn it into a movie theater room, whatever you guys want. And then this is all on just one side of the house. So you have all this living area on one side of the house, and then it opens back up into the living area and kitchen. You have the beautiful beams up top with those coffered ceilings. Again, you have the big windows to let in a lot of that natural light. You can see even today with how cloudy it is, there's still a lot of natural light being let in. So even though the sun's not out, you get all that natural light to help. Beautiful fireplace with the built-in cabinetry on both sides. And then right here, I love how they have this office set up. You have the big swinging glass doors with a really oversized office space to give you plenty of room. Again, you have the big windows with the coffered ceilings. And then one thing I love that they did in this office is they gave you the 2 closet spaces. So I know for offices, sometimes storage is a big problem, to put some of your office supplies. You can even put clothes in here, but it just gives you that extra space. And then even the little touch with these gray doors, I just love how they made this office look. And it's nice right off the living area to make it kind of feel open. So you're in your office, but you have the glass doors, so you still feels homey. It doesn't feel like you're locked in your dungeon office. And then right off the kitchen here, beautiful kitchen. It's not going to be the biggest kitchen you've ever seen. You can see the cabinets don't go all the way to the ceiling, but they did add cabinets underneath in the island right here to give you some extra storage under there, which I think was a big plus since you don't have it all the way to the ceilings. A nice little counter space here. You got the double ovens, of course the stove top. You have the dishwasher and sink on this side. Just a beautiful kitchen. I love the underlit cabinets. But then my favorite part of this kitchen is this. When I first came in this house, I could not figure out how the heck to turn this pantry light off, but you'll see there's no light. It's activated by the door. So when you open the door, the lights are on, and then when you close the door, the lights turn off. So it's door activated, but you can also see how big this pantry is. You get the underlit cabinets in here, which I think is super cool. So this could almost be turned into kind of a butler's pantry. Your microwave's in here. You got plenty of storage all the way up to the top, which I love. So just a cool kitchen, more traditional look. Like I said, you have a big dining area with more natural light windows to let in light. And then this is the first part of what I was talking about, where the backyard here, you get a unique view. If you can see that, there's horses right there. So those are your neighbors. For some people, you guys might not like this, but I think it's a super cool thing to look out your dining window and get to just watch these horses right here. Gives you that kind of country feel out here in Middleton, which is what a lot of people are moving out here for. You want the horses, you want the livestock. So I think it's cool to have that. I personally wouldn't even fence up my backyard. I think that's a cool thing to have. And it's just a feeling you get out here in Middleton. It brings back so many memories living out or being out here. I used to love to come out here, and it just shows how much this place has grown. So when my grandparents lived out here and I used to just want to spend time out here, they didn't have these types of communities. My grandpa was actually in one of the first communities out here that had acre lots in a neighborhood style feel. And since then, Star has grown and Middleton has grown an insane amount. All of you guys are wanting to live out in Star that are moving here. And with that, I just wanted to touch on Star's grown 80%, so it's at around 20,000 people, but it's gotten kind of crowded out here. The traffic is actually really bad because it grew so fast that they haven't kept up with the infrastructure in Star. And so living out in a place like this is nice because you don't have to deal with some of that growth that Star and Middleton have seen. And then just to contrast that, out in Kuna, and I've talked about this before, but Kuna has 40,000 people, and it's still a small town, but it actually feels smaller than places out here in Star and Middleton. And it's a big reason why me and my wife love living out there. It's still a small town, but you don't have all of the traffic that you do in Star, and it's much more affordable out in Kuna. Although you don't get communities like this for new construction in Kuna. You can find resale homes, and there's some beautiful neighborhoods out in Kuna that have the same feel with an acre, but just something I want you guys to know there, thinking about if you're looking at acreage, if you're looking at more land, knowing these different suburbs. I always talk about it. It's the most important part of moving to Boise is getting these suburban feels. And so knowing that, and then I'll talk more about price when I give you guys the price of this home. But keep looking for that duck too. Let me know if anyone's found it. Again, the first person that has or will find that duck and give me the comment down below in the time code, I'll send you guys a Starbucks gift card. I'm interested to see who's gonna keep finding these in these videos, but we'll get back to the house. So right here off the kitchen is your master bedroom. Pretty just standard master bedroom, although they did add this nice little touch with these lighting in the coffered ceilings. Good size. You have plenty of room over here to put some chairs for reading and whatever you'd like. That's a king size bed for reference. And then you do get a door off to your back patio, back covered patio, which I think is nice to be able to have that connected to the master bedroom. And then the master bedroom heads into the master bathroom right here. And first glance, it seems, you know, pretty standard. They do have all of the kind of marbling tiling all the way up into this tub. And then you have the dual vanities. And then one little touch that they added extra was this right here. You get kind of a little extra vanity to do your makeup, get ready, have extra storage. You could have a coffee bar right here. I know a lot of people love to have their coffee machine, so you could throw your coffee machine there and have coffee in the morning, have coffee while you take a bath. And then this shower right here, this walk-in shower, I think is pretty cool. So you can see it has the dual shower heads, which I love. It's good size, and then a little secret, sorry, it's getting echoey, but they have this little secret seating area right here. So you do have a seat in here, which I think is a nice little touch that they added. Beautiful big window in here to let in more of that natural light. And then you guys can see the almost acre backyard back there, which I'll touch on here in a second. But heading into the master closet, big master closet, nice and long, plenty of storage. You got all the built-ins, and it heads right into a giant laundry room. You have this whole counter space here, and then it opens up into even more space with the sink. You have extra storage here. You have both cabinets, so plenty of laundry space. And then this is right where, heading off the laundry, you head to the garage, which we're definitely gonna go inside because I wanna show you all of the hype that I've been giving that garage. But again, the backyard, I just want to touch on this. So this backyard is actually fully landscaped. So almost the 0.85 acres has almost all grass with rock, of course, surrounding the back. And you guys will see that in the drone shots. But one thing to remember again is that does take a lot of landscaping with the fully landscaped backyard like that. You do need a riding lawnmower for a lot this big. So just wanted to touch on that and know that this home does have fully landscaped backyard. So it does take a little bit more upkeep. But then we're gonna head into the garage because it's a big reason I wanted to show you guys this house is all of this room. And then I also want to share with you what I personally would do with this garage and just talk about some of the things you can do with this space. So heading into the garage, you have your 2-car garage here, which is a little bit of an oversized 2-car garage. And then you have the dual RV bays, but look at how massive this garage is. It goes all the way back. You have the double RV garage, which of course you can store your boat, your RV, extra vehicles. You could turn one half into a gym and one half for storing stuff. Personally, what I would do is throw a basketball hoop up here, put some epoxy flooring in here, and turn this into a half-court basketball gym so you could play basketball in the winter. I personally love to play basketball, and so that's what I would do, especially once me and my wife start having kiddos. to be able to have them have that option to play basketball in the winter. But this garage alone is literally almost 2,000 square feet. So you have a ton of space in here. Not only do you get the land, but you get the garage space. And one thing about that is if you build a RV garage in a house, if you're gonna go with new construction, usually it's like $50,000 to $70,000 extra to add an RV garage versus a 3-car garage. And so to have 2 of those for the value of this home is absolutely crazy. And not only that, but say you bought a house and you wanted to add a shop or add an RV garage on your own, you'd be spending even more than that. So to get the price that you get for this home with that big of a garage for all of your toys, to throw a gym in there, to do whatever you need, there's a lot of things you can utilize that space for. And this home is listed at $1.1 million, which for a 3,000 plus square foot home, for the dual RV garage, for the almost an acre lot in the area that we're in, this is a really good priced home. And I want to touch on that because it's super important that you guys know, obviously STAR has grown so much and the price of homes have skyrocketed there. If you were to build a home like this in Eagle or Meridian or even Boise, you're easily getting to the $2 million range. So to get a home like this for almost half the price, closer to STAR, so you're not super far out in Middleton or Caldwell, is a really good priced home for 3,000 plus square feet with that dual RV garage. And in a few years, a home like this, you're not gonna be able to find here in Boise with the way things keep growing and everything that we're seeing coming to the valley. So that's a big reason why I wanted to take you guys out here, is because this home is a really good value in a community like this. But if you guys want to see more affordable homes with not quite as much land, so homes with half-acre lots, beautiful homes not quite as big and for almost half the price, then check out this video here where I go through Osprey Estates in South Nampa, right next to Lake Lowell. They're beautiful homes on half-acre lots, and they're some of the most affordable homes on half-acre or a little bit above half-acre lots in all of the valley. So go check out that video here. Thank you guys for watching. I look forward to meeting you.